Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Niara Alexis and we're gonna do a full explanation wash day today. I'm gonna explain to you every single step of the process, so let's get into it. I feel like I don't really talk to you. Ooh, almost hit my camera, girl. I don't really talk to you guys that much anymore in wash days. I'm usually just throwing some music on. So I want to talk through each step of the process because there are a lot of new faces here. They're not used to our routine kitchen beauticians. I know some of you have been here for a while. Some of you are just joining us. If you're new, my name is Niara Alexis. I mostly focus on hair content with a little bit of lifestyle and beauty mixed in. So if that sounds like your vibe, you might want to go ahead and subscribe. I am a new straight natural. I used to be fully relaxed. I've been a straight natural since about September of 2025. Before that, I did relax my hair and I transitioned to being natural. I will have a whole other video going up talking about that process because I feel like I've never really talked it through with you guys here long form. So we're gonna do that. But I am on other socials on Instagram and TikTok. If you'd like to see a little short form content daily, I do wash days over there, hair vlogs over there, all that type of stuff. Now, before I go through my products, I will also say I do wash my hair every week. Somehow I am maintaining my curl pattern. Don't ask me how. We're just gonna say we give it to God over here. That's what we do with a lot of things. But I do wash, blow dry, and style my hair every single week. And then when it comes to the summertime, I live in Chicago. I don't have time to be dealing with the heat, the rain, humidity, all that type of stuff. I put my hair up in protective style. So braids, twists, cornrows, all that type of stuff. If you stick around for the summer, you'll see how I manage that and whatnot. And I am currently prepping for a braid season. Yes, it starts as early as now. I am using my Sacred Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner today. I'm holding this bottle upside down because there's not much left in here and I want to get every last drop. It's been sitting upside down since last night. I'm gonna put this conditioner in at the sink for about a minute or so, literally just at the sink, and I rinse it out. And then I'm gonna go in with the Sacred Moisturizing Deep Conditioner and I'll leave this on for about 20 minutes or so. But before I condition, let me rewind. After I wash my hair, I'm gonna come back here and sit down because I am gonna color my hair. Can I hold it? I use a semi-permanent hair color and I do it about once a month or so. This one is from Clairol. It's their beautiful collection moisturizing color. And the shade I use is B18D Darkest Brown. I got this at my beauty supply store. The sticker says $8. I found it on Amazon before. I'll have it linked down below. And while I am using these products, for people that are new here, you will see them pop up on the screen. If you're watching on your TV, a QR code will show up. If you're on your computer or your phone or whatever, you'll see the product pop up on the screen here. You can check it out through there. I will link this specific product though down below because I get a lot of questions about the hair color. It's good for relaxed hair because I only used this color when I was relaxed. Because you know with relaxed hair, you kind of got to be really careful about using color. So I'm going to shampoo first, put this in, leave it in for about 20-30 minutes or so. Then I'll go in, rinse it out. I'll put the conditioner in and then I'll do a deep conditioner, which I'll leave this on with my blow dryer cap, which will also be linked down below in the description because I got that off of Amazon. I can't link it here for you guys. I'm going to use the Mizani Miracle 25 Miracle Milk, one of my favorite leave-in conditioners. It is also a heat protectant. Before I flat iron though, I'm going to use the Cheese Silk Infusion. This is an OG. I've been using this as the serum I apply to my hair before I flat iron for the entirety of this silk press season so far. I maybe use one or two other products. Then I will style my hair. Before I style, I always spray another heat protectant in. This is the Paul Mitchell Flexible Style Hot Off the Press. Spray that on, style, and then I'm going to use the Flexible Super Clean spray from Paul Mitchell as well to set my style. And the last step that I've been doing here lately is this Tresemme styling stick to calm down any flyaways at the top of my head. Am I ashy? Ooh, yes I am. That's also not an uncommon occurrence around here. No, I'm clean, okay? When I get out the shower, I just don't like to be having lotion and stuff on me. I really don't, for real. Okay, so hair wash is done. I also changed my shirt into a black shirt because coloring my hair in a white shirt is diabolical. Sorry, that's all in your face. I'm about to get on live right now, but we're about to color our hair. So like I said, I do this on wet hair after I've washed it before I condition it. So when I go back and condition my hair or rinse this out, I will put this in for a second at the sink, and then we're gonna move into our deep conditioner, but you guys will see that. It washes out, it's not permanent, it's only a tint. It doesn't lighten your hair at all. Some people call this a rinse. It's also been called a gloss. What other names do people have for semi-permanent hair color? A gloss, a rinse, I think that's it. Or semi-permanent hair color. I found mine at my local beauty supply store. I will have this one linked down below. It's in my Amazon storefront as well, which I also have linked down below, which has a lot of product recommendations from high end to low end and all in between. And the shade I'm using is B18D Darkest Brown. Cameras. Oh, put this on my chair back here so I don't mess it up. These curls are sending me that. I see now why so many people ask me like, oh, are you gonna try a curly style? They look so cute. Had said like no initially, like I wasn't gonna be doing any curly styles, but I think maybe in the summer, maybe. I can't promise you anything. I'm gonna put on gloves because I just did my nails last night and I don't want them to stain. So this is the hair color that I'm using. It's from Clairol. It's called Beautiful Collection Moisturizing Color. Gotta sneeze. And I got this at my beauty supply for $8, but I've seen it on Amazon before. I've seen it, that's really the only place I've seen it, my beauty supply and online. So I would check it out if I were you, if you're interested in it. And I just separate my hair into two halves, and my hair is washed already. So the way I like to do this, and pardon me, because I'm filming with you guys, I'm on my YouTube camera, I'm on my phone for other short form content, and I have my vlog camera. So if you see me showing everybody, that's why. So let me show that before. Do this after I have washed my hair, but before I condition it, because personally I find that the color, it feels a little drying on the hair and it needs a little conditioning afterwards. That's why, like, you notice how like when you get box conditioners, like they have the color come with a conditioner that you use afterwards. That's why, because it can be drying any type of color on your hair. I feel like personally I have yet to use any sort of hair color that doesn't feel dry on my hair. I just like my hair to be darker. I don't use jet black. It's dark brown. The shade is called B18D Darkest Brown, and I just go in and massage it all through, and I use this whole bottle for my entire head, and I do this about like once a month or so. Sit you down over here, and I'm gonna let this sit in my hair for about 20 or so minutes. What time is it right now? Okay, so we have rinsed the color out of the hair. We're going to deep condition our hair. I am using the Sacred Moisturizing Deep Conditioner. I've heard people online have mixed reviews about this conditioner. I personally really like it. It hasn't done anything to me. So, you know, try it, see if you like it for yourself. That's what I always recommend to people. Like, try it for yourself. Go get like they have like the travel sizes of it that you can get at Ulta. But ultimately, I'm never a person that's like, oh, because I like it, you should like it too. Everything works differently for everybody. So if you don't like it and I like it, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. And I section the hair off in 4s to do this. Promise you I'm not hurting myself or anything. And I take a good amount of this conditioner, about that much per section. And I just go in and really coat the hair from root to end. So now that I've applied this, I'm gonna take my blow dryer and my blow dryer cap. This will be linked down below. You can take any blow dryer that has like a nozzle like this. So if you have like one of the newer ones that's like shaped a little different, I don't think this will work on that one. I've never tried it, but it's much easier when you can use it like on a smaller nozzle. A lot of the new blow dryers like the Dyson and like those other ones that have like that big wide like nozzle on it, where the hot air comes out. It's a little, I could only imagine. Actually, I think I did try it on my Dyson one time and it didn't work. It's a little cap that you put on. And I'm gonna do this for about 15 minutes. That's usually like how long I can stand it, because it gets hot under here. Like, imagine like the hooded dryer at the beauty salon, but like intensified. And then it has this little thing on the end. You just take it, attach it to the blow dryer if you can see. I'll try to hold it up high enough so y'all can see it. The hot air from here, it'll show and it'll go up here. The settings that I have my blow dryer on is medium like blowing power and like medium heat. I let that just chill and then I'll go rinse it out and we'll start to style our hair. Hair is all rinsed. Let's get my other camera set up here. And I washed my comb because I was using it to comb through my hair with some of that conditioner, and I washed the clips that I used too. I always want to make sure your tools are clean. I got a new towel too because I was like drying or cleaning like that conditioner off of my hands with the towel I was using before. That, like, if you're putting that back on clean hair might, you know, affect your style. Taking my leave-in conditioner, the Mazzani 25 Miracle Milk. And this leave-in has heat protectant in it. I'm gonna be blow drying my hair, which I'm looking at my blow dryer now, and I did not clean it out from the last wash day. What was I thinking? I usually clean this out every time. People have asked me before, like, how do I clean this blow dryer brush? I just clean it out. I just clean the hair out of it. And people are like, oh, like, no, like with soap and water. Do you put soap and water on your other blow dryer? No. Not a lot at all. You see? So, let's throw it on the floor because I'm gonna vacuum after I'm done anyway. I'm gonna take my leave-in conditioner Oh, why are you not spraying? Oh. I'll do 6 sprays in my hand, and I'll massage that through on this side. If I part my hair into 4s, I'll usually do like 3 sprays on one section, so that's why I'm doing 6 on one side. And massage it all throughout my hair. Like I said, it has heat protectant, and I like to go through and detangle to like really comb through all of it. So let me part this into 4s. It also smells really, really good. I love a hair product that works well and also smells amazing. It's a very lightweight leave-in as well. It doesn't leave any sort of like film or stickiness on your hair or anything like that. It gives you the heat protection. It also has like so many benefits. That's why it's called the 25 Miracle Milk. So if you're interested, if you need something that's gonna do a lot for you, I would definitely check it out. My blow dryer literally only has a on button like most GHD products. I'm assuming this heats up to 365 degrees, but I don't know exactly because it doesn't say on the website like what heat it heats up to. But I'm gonna use this to blow dry my hair. Now we are gonna go into styling it and straightening it. But one thing I want to touch on is, remember I said like there's a way that you can tell if your hair is gonna come out how you want in the silk press before you even get there. What is floating in there? And that's in the blow dried state, and it's something that I call the blow dry test. First of all, I haven't applied any product to my hair just yet. I'm going to show you how I do that, but nothing else has been applied to my hair outside of my leave-in. Do you, one, have a shine on your hair that's not greasy, not filmy, sticky, or nothing? Do you have a natural shine? That is, you see the light reflecting off, that's the shine. When you have a rough surface, light can't reflect off of it, but when you have a smooth surface, aka the hair cuticle is closed from my cold water rinse, your hair will be shinier because the hair cuticle is closed up and the light is bouncing off of that. So smoother, probably your hair is going to be shinier in your silk press. It's, if you have a natural shine in the blow dry, you're probably going to see a shine in the silk press as well. Outside of like any additional product you apply to it, we already have some shine. I could go in and not apply any additional product to my hair and I have shine in my hair or whatever, right? The other thing too is, like I said, feel your hair. Feel it. Does it feel greasy, grimy, sticky, anything like that? Does it feel like conditioner? You know how like dry conditioner feels? Does it feel like that? If it does, you probably have either left conditioner on your hair, you didn't rinse it out enough, or you applied too much leave-in, and your hair is gonna kind of have weight to it when you flat iron it. It's gonna, like, if you've ever flat ironed your hair and it's like kind of gummy, like sticking together, like it's not flowy, it's greasy, you probably applied something that is too heavy to your hair, and so then your hair is not gonna have any movement. You don't want your hair to feel like anything. It should feel like nothing. It should feel not dry, but it shouldn't feel like there's product on your hair. And I always apply leave-in to my hair while my hair is wet to bake it into the hair. This product is meant to be used on wet hair. You don't want to apply it on dry hair. One, it's going to reverse your hair, but two, it's not like, you're not getting the full benefits of the product basically when you apply it on dry hair. You want to apply it on wet hair and blow dry it into the hair, bake it into the hair so you get all those benefits from it. So right now what I'm doing is just feeling around to feel if I feel anything that's still wet, and I do not. So done with that. Now I'm going to go in with my Chi. This is a heat protectant as well. And I use like a little bit. I'll show you guys. That's how much I use. Rub it into my hands really good. I've gotten the question before, like, do I feel like this little bit works for all over my head? Like it protects my whole head? Yes, I do. I work this thoroughly into my head. As you can see, I'm separating the hair. I'm making sure I'm getting it everywhere. But also, like I said, I apply heat protectant in 3 different forms in my wash day. So you already saw the first way, which was my leave-in, which had heat protectant. I believe it's up to 450 degrees. And then this is the second time I'm applying heat protectant. This is a serum I'm applying to the hair and the ends and everything, and I'm just working it all the way through. I would suggest, personally, I like to use like an oil / serum something on my hair before I flat iron it, but you can use whatever you think works best for your hair type. If you think this might be heavier for your hair, like if you have very fine hair, I have a piece of hair, I have a fairy knot. You can feel it because my hair is not this long. Where is it connected? Oh, there it is. When I have those, I just will cut it out instead of pull it out, because if you just pull it out, it's gonna snap the hair and cause the hair to be broken higher up. I don't get those too often. But anyways, if you have finer hair, maybe just use less, or you can opt for a heat protectant spray. Like Heritage by Mindy has one that I'll link down below. It's very, very lightweight. This is the GHD Chronos. And just like my blow dryer, it only has an on button right here. You can't really see it because it's black, but it's only an on button. This only heats up to 365 degrees. I know I'm gonna get the question like, why don't you go higher in your heat? Because I don't feel like it's necessary to get the style and look that I want. Don't this hair look crazy? This is how they used to wear it back like in the 50s and stuff. They used to be like somebody would be like, oh girl, your hair already done. Anyways, yeah, I love this flat iron. It's a ceramic flat iron. I won't say I don't like, but I don't trust titanium flat irons. I've heard a horror story from one too many people saying it chew their hair up. All you gotta do is tell me one time. And I know somebody's gonna comment and say, well, I use titanium in it. Great. I'm not using it. Titanium, or they're not titanium, they're ceramic, 365 degrees. Another question I get a lot is like, how many passes do I do? I do like one, kind of like to get the roots. And then I go back again with my chasing comb. I'll have a little segment in here where I'm talking because I can't get everything in at one time. So let me just go have my snack. I showed y'all the flat iron, and we'll get back to it when the snack is done. I'm about to turn some TV on and I'm about to eat my food. Probably like, I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm about to eat and then we're gonna do the rest of our hair. A good chunk of it done first. So let's prop up our phone as well. So I'm gonna talk you guys through while I straighten this other side, answer some questions that I get a lot about my hair. Do hear often like, why do you straighten, like why do you section your hair that way? The way that I do it is like, I do this section first, then I do a skinny section over here, then I do a middle section in the back, another skinny section here, and then around here. And I do it that way because when I was younger, I went to the salon from the time I was like in 3rd grade until like almost graduating high school. And that is how they would do my hair. And so when I had to start learning how to do my hair myself, I literally would just like thought back and mimicked how people did my hair in the salon. So like I started off like spending all my money going buying like all these expensive salon products. I quickly got out of that once I realized how much of my money it was eating up and I went to drugstore products. But like I copied everything from like the products they will use, like how frequently they did my hair, how they applied the product, all that type of stuff. And I've talked about this before on my TikTok, how I think that that's a big reason why a lot of people don't know how to do their hair today, is because no one is regulars at the salon anymore, which for a good reason, because the prices are astronomical now. So I need to stop licking my lips. Where's the lip balm? That's how I learned how to do my hair. I literally just copied whatever someone did to my hair before. And literally, when I was going to the salon, when I was younger, I had 2 stylists. Well, 3. One was honorary. From 3rd grade until I was like 5th, 6th grade, this lady named Dorisi in Grand Rapids would do my hair. I don't know if she still does hair. Like, I have not seen her since I left Grand Rapids when I was like in 6th grade, and I am 34 now, so I don't know. And then when we moved to Detroit, we hopped around from salon to salon, me and my mom, because we were regulars. She would make 2 appointments back to back, me and her. And then we found Miss Tish, which Miss Tish does not do hair anymore, but she does answer my DMs whenever I DM her on Instagram. I thank her for that. Anytime I have like a hair question, I take it to a hair professional, Miss Tish, first. The 3rd honorary one was Wendy, my mama. Whenever I couldn't get to a salon or whatever, she would do my hair for me. Did she enjoy it? No. And she never did it the way I liked it. Love you, Wendy. She never did it the way I liked it, which is, I think, part of the reason why she like started letting me go to the salon, because she knew I wanted my hair a certain way and she couldn't get it like that, how I want it. So she took me to the salon. So that's how they would part my hair to do it. They never started by like putting all my hair on top of my head and like starting at the back and then working their way up to the front. They never did that. All the people that did my hair. Now maybe Wendy did. She was doing it wrong. I won't say wrong, but she wasn't doing it how I liked it. But maybe Wendy did. But like the 2 stylists that I went to consistently never did my hair like that. Let's go into straightening my hair. I take sections that are about yay big. When you are natural, you kind of need to work with thinner sections. I did this when I was relaxed too, but it's really important when you're natural. So my section of hair, you see how thin they are. And then my first pass is really for my roots, and I kind of come halfway and let go. And you see I'm doing 2. It's mostly so that I can get both sides of the hair. So like the first pass, I'm usually covering like this side of the root. Second pass, I'm usually covering that side of the root. Does it have overlap? Sure. I don't care. Now this, I get so many questions about. It'll be linked down below. This is my chasing comb. So I don't go all the way to the ends. You'll see my ends are still fluffy or whatever. They're not straight at all. I use this to make sure my hair gets straight all the way to the end. You can use a regular comb to do this, but I like this. To me, it seems easier. So what you just do is just take your hair, put it in the comb, and I pull it down about halfway because that's about where I stop with my flat iron with the first pass. And then I go on top of it, and it's basically just combing your hair before it goes to the flat iron. And it makes it straight all the way to the end. And that's how I do it. So that's what I've done to all of my hair all the way around. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. And this is just what works for me. Again, do whatever works for you. If you feel like there's another method that you like better or you want to try, by all means. I'm just sharing my experience with my hair and how I do it, because I do get questions about it. So, you know, I feel like I just have to always put that reminder disclaimer out there because people like to argue for no reason. Now what I'm doing after every time I straighten a piece, you'll see I kind of go back and feel. That's how I make sure I get the root straight. A lot of people ask me like, how do you make sure you get the root straight? First, you have to start with the flat iron up there. Oh, that was a piece of hair in there. And then second, if you don't get it, like I feel like a little piece back here, like where the root is still curled, I just go back, hit that root, and move on. Like I'm not like overly like doing that, you know? I'm just making sure that they're straight enough. And I move right on. we're done with that, I can tilt you guys back up a little bit. Another heat protectant. Remember I said we use 3. This is the spray heat protectant before I'm styling my hair. And I just hold my hair up. And then I'm just gonna spray all throughout the hair. If you have very fine hair, this is a great heat protectant for fine hair because it's not heavy at all. But it doesn't make your hair crunchy or anything. And it protects your hair up to 450 degrees. So we're gonna start curling our hair. I believe I have a curl tutorial that is already live. So go check that if you're like, oh girl, I don't get it how you're doing it. But I'll give you guys a little short one here. I take big chunks of hair. Remember I was doing small chunks for like straightening, big chunks of hair. And I also get asked too, why don't you curl and straighten your hair at the same time? Because that's not how they did it at the salon. My stylist never curled my hair at the same time as straightening. They always straightened my whole head first. And then they would be like, how you want your hair? Do you want it to be curled? Do you want me to just bump the ends? Do you want it to be just straight and like curved? Like, how do you want it? That's how they always did my hair. So that's how I do mine. So I take a big chunk, hold your flat iron vertically, clamp, turn, pull it through, and then kind of release at the end, so that it's a little bit straight. That's how I like my flat iron curls to be. And then throughout the week, they kind of turn into like wavy, okay? And that's how they look. That's how this one looks. And I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna do the rest. So I'm done with my makeup. I was doing a review for the new Patrick Ta concealer, which is probably already up by the time you guys see that. I really like this lip. It's a little darker than what I usually do. I did, where is it? I did the L'Oreal Color Riche Worth It Intense lip liner in the shade 570, and then I did some of the NARS lip gloss in the shade What If, like around the edges, and then I did the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss and Strawberry Popsicle. It's my favorite shade. After, I have to say after, I don't know, Dolly Me. No, Dolly Me, that's the Christian Louboutin shoe, Niara. What is that shade called? No, there's something called Dolly from them, I think, right? I don't know. Anyways, hair is done. I changed back into a white shirt because that's what I initially was gonna wear today, but I had to take it off for when I was filming because I colored my hair and that was just gonna be crazy. So this is what the hair looks like done. I've really been liking lately, I need to clean this brush today, to use like these type of brushes on my hair to like smooth everything. Oh, it makes it super staticky if it's static though. I'm just gonna do it all over. Since I did it on one side, I'm gonna do it to the whole head. I have said here before, I used to couldn't use brushes like that on my hair when it was relaxed. It would like snap my hair in half, and now I love it. And then I'm gonna finish off with some of the Tresemme styling stick. I just put this like along my part just to lay down any flyaways up here. It doesn't make my hair greasy or sticky or waxy or anything like that. It just lays down the flyaways because I'm about to be filming. And I don't want to look back at all my footage and be like, girl, why don't you lay that hair down? And then lastly, I like to use a little bit of a like serum or oil or something on my hair to, one, especially if it's staticky like it is now, but always just to like, you know, seal everything in. Oh my gosh, I forgot to use the Summer Fridays. I'll have to take this off and do it again. This is a Hair by Mindy Argan Oil Elixir. And I'm just using about that much, if you can see. And I focus this on the ends of my hair. I'm not putting it at the roots or anything. It's just really down here. And I just kind of work it in. Hair by Mindy stuff also smells really good. But today I actually saw on Instagram, they were like teasing, I think, like at a new scent. I actually went on my first ever brand trip with them, and their scent I learned on that trip is called Cherry Almond, and it's so good. And they have candles and stuff too. You can find a lot of Heritage by Mindy stuff at Walmart. If you shop at Walmart, you can find a lot of it there. Want to see the back? I never show you guys the back. Is it cute? It's not my business, I don't care. So that's it. If you're curious how I sleep with my hair, I'll put my most recent nighttime routine down at the bottom so you can see, because I know that's a question I get asked about these waves all the time. But I don't know if I would even call these waves. Like, I kind of feel like they're kind of like old Hollywood in a sense. You know how they used to always have like, you know? But anyways, that's our hair today. And it was fun chatting with you guys. This did make wash day a lot longer, but I feel like it's needed. So maybe I'll keep doing this like ever so often. For the new faces, for those of you that have been here, so we're not just always vibing out for wash day, you know? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.